Ryan Carroll. And his opponent, representing Interim Gym, it is Brandon, the Assassin Baby Moreno.
Time for our first matchup here in the quarterfinal round of our bantamweight tournament. It is UFC fighter Brandon Moreno taking on Ryan Carroll. Jonathan Romero, our referee. We are underway. Moreno in the black, Carroll in the, we'll call that a multiple color rash guard. Moreno immediately shooting in, getting this takedown. Nicely done. Lands inside.
Yeah, he looked to pass the guard during the takedown, which is the way it's supposed to be done. He ends up back square, but he gave Carroll a smack for his trouble there. Moreno, remember, it wasn't very long ago. He was the number 7 fighter in the world in his weight class. He beat 2 top 10 fighters in a row in the UFC by submission, Luis Smolka and Dustin Ortiz, back-to-back.
Moreno going to work here, but Carroll able to control his posture, slow down that aggressive onslaught of Moreno. Obviously an active UFC fighter. Ben, I mean, it's exciting to see guys like Brandon Moreno who, you know, have a mixed martial arts career that is budding and burgeoning, and he's willing to come, you know, test himself in the combat jiu-jitsu space.
Yeah, it's definitely a beautiful thing. Carroll needs to possibly watch out about going inverted against someone like Moreno.
Nice left hand there by the Mexican Moreno. You really see, we've seen this a few times with, you know, MMA guys that come over to combat jiu-jitsu. Like, obviously they want to show off their submission savvy, but they're also here to pepper and batter people. Moreno's doing just that with these left hands.
Yeah, he's not showing a ton of interest in even passing the guard. He wants to create damage here, which I think that's a great strategy, and that's something that just doesn't exist in a regular EBI, but it's something that steps out as an option when the strikes come in.
And going back to, you know, the thought process behind combat jiu-jitsu is Eddie Bravo wanted to have the EBI format, but, you know, get data with these strikes involved and figure out what techniques really are applicable to self-defense situations. Because at the end of the day, yes, sport jiu-jitsu is great, but the reason, you know, people practice the art is to see what works in real-life scenarios, and we get more of a true litmus test to that in this combat jiu-jitsu type format. Rubber guard now in play here by Ryan Carroll.
And just to echo exactly what you're saying, TJ, we saw there in say that would have been an EBI match, Moreno stands up, grabs the legs, rather than choosing what he would have done in an EBI match, just throw the legs past maybe and go to the guard pass. But Moreno didn't choose to do that here. He chose to square up and throw palm strikes down the middle and land himself in the closed guard, because it's not a thing to be afraid of necessarily. You can neutralize a lot of the closed guard work by cracking the guy in the head.
And I think Ryan Carroll respects that game now as he has this rubber guard position here, shutting down the posture and offense of Brandon Moreno. Not a lot, you know, really happening here, but he's stopped that aggressive onslaught as he holds Moreno very close.
And go ahead, Ben.
No, it definitely showcases the defense ability. Whether or not he can get offense going from here as well, time will tell. But it definitely, we can see while he was there, he wasn't able to get injured.
Look at that. Moreno stands and he tries to clear the legs as he comes over the top with the left hand, you know, a la Fedor Emelianenko, which, you know, it's exciting to see this, you know, strategy by Moreno here early.
Darce attempt.
In on that neck is Moreno.
Darce. Very good Darce attempt here. Got it.
There it is. It is done. Brandon Moreno on his way to the semifinal rounds. A Darce gets it done. He submits Ryan Carroll. Nicely done for the, I guess, man you would call the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno, getting it done here at Combat Jiu-Jitsu Fight Night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner via Darce. It is the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno.